And we are here at the JBQAV stage once more. Fourth episode of the Talking Drum. Got Keoki Thompson here at the Red Light District. I've known Keoki for a couple of months now. We've actually kind of crossed paths in strange ways. He actually started playing with the band I play with called Wallbitch, but it would become Stalked by Satellites. How long have you been playing with Red Light District?
It's a little over a year now.
Right.
Yeah. It was May of 2015, I think, that we started this incarnation of what we are today.
Right.
Me and the guitarist Ravi Lamb joined after they had kind of a switch in lineup. They needed a new guitarist and drummer. Just so happened to be living with Dan, the keyboardist, and he asked me to try out, and I did, and worked out. Originally, I was only supposed to be a fill-in drummer, and we actually had pretty good chemistry, so they stuck with it.
Right on, right on. How long have you been playing yourself?
About 14 years. I was 10 years old when I started.
What kind of background do you have? Did you play in high school, marching band, jazz ensemble? Like, what's kind of your background?
Started in middle school, like 6th grade, just concert band, and then went into high school, played drums all those 3 years, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. High school, I started playing marching band, like snare drum. Eventually became the snare captain there, and then moved here when I was 17, started playing drum set. At that point, because the marching band in Scotts Valley was non-existent.
Yeah.
So.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So who's some just musicians in general inspire you?
Steve Gadd definitely is a big one. Of course, we were just talking about Buddy Rich and his Sticks. Watched a lot of Buddy Rich growing up. I love like Bernard Purdie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mr.
like
Purdie.
You can hear it in our music sometimes.
Yeah.
I definitely love what he does. Of course, John Bonham. You know, the list goes on. I could go on forever.
Yeah, I love Purdie because he's the shuffle man. I mean, if you know the guy, you know he's Mr. Shuffle. I mean, seriously, when you got somebody as good as like Jeff Porcaro, basically kind of like stealing your juice a little bit, you know that you've got some stroke. So tell me a little more about your drum configuration.
It's a Ludwig Classic Maple. I have a 22-inch bass drum. It's brand new. I just bought it like a year ago. Basically, when I joined the band, I was playing like an 18-inch jazz kit, and it wasn't cutting it for rock and roll. So decided to upgrade. 13-inch tom, 16-inch floor tom. I have Zildjian K Constantinople's on my ride cymbal and my hi-hat, and then a 21-inch. Well, the ride is 22-inch, and then I have a 21-inch sweet ride for my one crash.
Okay.
Oh, and then a China,
of course. Yeah, that's right. You rock the China. I love my China. I was very tempted to go and get a China off of a buddy of mine, Naka, who I've mentioned before, and I probably should have grabbed that, but I'm pretty happy with my China, which is why I didn't jump on it. Is there a particular stick style or a style of stick?
I like Bill Bruford, from Yes. I like his sticks. Just like 5As really are what I normally use. Nothing too thick. I like a lighter stick with I like a wood tip too.
Yeah.
Like nylon.
That's exactly what I was just about to ask, is wood tip or nylon. And, for some people it makes a difference. For some people they just kind of prefer more of the size, and they just kind of deal with that. We got a clip of Red Light District featuring Keoki playing. Let's go ahead and jump to that right now. So back to Keoki and Red Light District. Tell me what you guys have got going on in the next couple of months.
We're releasing an EP. That'll be December 17th. Playing an EP release party at Moe's Alley. It's a Saturday night. It's going to be 4 bands, I think, including us, so 3 other bands. It's going to be quite the party. We're going to have fun. I'm
definitely going to be there to support Red Light District, to support Keoki. I've definitely been a big fan of their music for a couple of years, as long as, I honestly can't remember the first. I'd seen them played before you got in there.
Oh, yeah, me too. That's what made me get it. Jaime Sanchez was who I saw play before. Really loved what he did with the drums, and a lot of what I play now comes from what he played.
Right. And so, it's another band that I was really very happy to have the drummer come on and talk with me, and it's even better when it's somebody that I've, kind of been acquainted with for a little while now. Lastly, is there like passions that you're sort of your hobbies, things you're really into? Like for me, people know that I'm like a huge DDR fanatic. I literally just played, showered, and just came right over to film this thing. And I literally will play it any waking second I can get a chance to. So
I can tell you, it's mainly working and job, and to support myself to do that. I like to go on bike rides, whatever anybody else does in their free time,
Right.
But drumming really is, try to make that a priority as much as I can.
Oh, no, I totally respect that. I think that it's good that you gotta have some things to unwind. Bike riding being one of those things. I mean, you get so lost, doing those things, but in like a good way, especially riding up upper campus at UCSC. I mean, I've had many times where I've just been so stressed out, and riding up there, you're just mentally, you're lost, and you love it. So, again, I want to thank Keoki, Thompson, and Red Light District. I want to thank JBQAV for having us. I want to thank the crew for being so helpful. I also want to give a shout out to Blue Shell Gaming of Clovis and Madera. If you're in those areas, go check them out. And we will be back next month. I do not know who the drummer is, as per usual. We will catch you then. Sayonara.
Stay in school, don't do drugs.